My name is Amy Giovanelli. I am the daughter of Stanley and Jill Stults, who are the owners of Stults Farm. My great-grandfather, Clifford Addison Stults, purchased the 93-acre farm in 1915. His main crop was potatoes, and his son, Stanley C. Stults, which is my grandfather, farmed with him and became partners. And then my grandfather bought the farm in 1966 from his father and distilled the potatoes and then introduced wheat as the crop to grow. And then my grandfather, son, which is my father, became partners in the early 1970s. And they still grew potatoes. They did field corn, soybeans. In 1984, my parents, Stanley and Jill Stults, bought the farm, and they introduced the pick your own operation, which started with strawberries. And then in '86, they introduced vegetables, sweet corn, and all the other tomatoes and cucumbers and all the other vegetables followed. And then in 1990, we discontinued the potato operation and focused strictly on growing the vegetables for the pick your own. And then in 1997, my brother became partners with my father at the farm, and that's where we are right now. My brother and father are partners of the farm, and we are a pick your own, and we do mostly farm stand retail with the fruits and vegetables. We have been in Plainsboro longer than Plainsboro has been established. Plainsboro used to be a part of Cranberry Township, and down at the farm, George Davidson and John White are the boundary lines. So when you step across George Davidson Road, you're in Plainsboro. You go to the farmhouse, you're in Cranberry. So it used to be all Cranberry, but then they separated and split and made Plainsboro Township. So we've been here longer than Plainsboro has been established. We have 200 acres. Most of our acreage is in Plainsboro Township. Our season for picking ends at the beginning of November, and then that's when we consider the real work begins. It's the cleanup. It's all the equipment and tractors are all washed and maintenance on to keep them going and working for the following year. We have to hand prune all of our raspberries and blackberries. We plant wheat. We harvest our soybeans. Once the wintertime rolls around with the snow, hopefully not too much this year, but with the snow, we have to prepare for next year, order our seed, fix everything that has broke over the years, try to improve upon for the next year. By the middle of February, beginning of spring, we're out pruning our apple trees, our pear trees. By the beginning of March, we're already back into the greenhouse, planting our tomatoes and all the vegetables. And then when April comes, we prune the peach trees, we start planting the sweet corn, the potatoes, the peas. And then when summer begins, it's planting and keeping all the vegetables going. So it's a continual cycle. There's really never a dull moment here at Stults Farm. Our core customers are our local people who live in the area, or the local townships. We get a lot of commuter traffic. We live on a very busy road, which has its pros and cons. Our farm stand has increased over the years because many people don't have the time to go do the pick your own. So our core customers come for the already picked. Our sweet corn is very popular. Rather than go pick themselves, they would much rather have it picked for them. We have a loyal customer base that come and do the pick your own, with very family oriented, especially with the pumpkin picking, and the strawberry picking is fun. The kids like to get out there and pick their own. It's a good experience for the family all around. was preserved in 1990. We were the first farm in Middlesex County to be preserved. What that means is there can be no housing development or no warehouse can be built on this piece of property. So whether it's the Stultses continue to farm or whether it's in generations to come, whether it's another farmer to take over the farm, this property that you see behind me will always remain open space and farmland production. It's really important for people to understand how much we enjoy being a family farm. My brother is the 4th generation farmer. His son William, who's only 3 right now, but hopefully he will follow in his father's footsteps and he will be the 5th generation farmer. We're a very close family. We do most of the work ourselves. We love what we do, get up in the morning. Sometimes it all depends on the weather. I know Mother Nature hasn't been too kind to us this year. That's all a part of being a farmer. The business has grown. It's just a real sense of accomplishment and really gives us a good feeling that we did it. We stuck together as a family. Being preserved really is an assurance that our family will stay together farming and hopefully our children will continue the cycle.